In this particular series of shoot or don't shoot, I kind of want to pull on you guys' experience, not only experiences, but your mindset to understand and kind of get an idea of what you guys would think about certain scenarios that we may find ourselves in. Because a lot of times we can't control what's going to happen. And even though we play a scenario out in our mind, we don't know exactly what's going to happen. But since we can't walk out in the street and engage in live firefights at any moment, we kind of have to resort to certain videos to understand when a situation may arise, whether it would be justified or not justified. And I think this will help not only people who have been concealed carrying, but people who are looking to get into concealed carry to understand when you actually carry a gun, what does that really mean? What are the real implications of carrying that gun? Because you may be forced to make this decision at some point. Now, in this particular video, we're dealing with an off-duty officer. Now, that may have changed things a little bit, but then again, it may not have, because he was off-duty, he was in plain clothes, and he was concealed carrying. So from that standpoint, he becomes effectively a concealed carrier. And so we're going to use him in this analysis to understand whether what he did from a concealed carry standpoint was appropriate or was it excessive. And so what I want to do is I want to present the video to you guys, and then you all give me your take as far as what you believe was the appropriate action in this particular case. Alright, so after watching the video, I actually watched the video several times. As you can see in the video, the guy walks up, I'm assuming when he walks to the counter, he makes some demands and then presents a gun. The officer sees what's going on, pulls his gun, and then fires. We don't know what goes on and what goes on where this cop is or the things that he's seen. There are always going to be unknown factors in these situations, but from what we can tell, we can look at the video and kind of take into account what we might possibly have done in that particular situation. The officer doesn't hesitate. That's the one thing that I noticed about him. He literally looks up, realizes what's going on, and then pulls his gun and fires. It can have some issues. There's some people who feel like, of course, he didn't present a danger to the officer, so to speak, simply because he didn't raise his gun to shoot at the officer. He had a gun, he entered a convenience store, he was committing a felony. He was a danger to everyone in the store. Now, what I want to talk about actually is the guy in the green shirt on the left-hand side. He didn't even jump when the shot was fired. But then after, when he realized what was going on, he kind of gathered his coins together and then left. And I think that speaks a lot to just kind of being aware of what's going on with you at all times, so at least to a certain level, and just being cognizant of what may or may be happening around you, and not being so engulfed in what you see. So with that in mind, I really want to, at this point, I want to take the video, give it to you guys, and tell me what you think. Tell me, do you think the officer should have shot, should not have shot, should have raised his gun and given some command and then shot? But give me your take. I want to know what you guys think as far as whether he should have shot or not shot.